a definitive guide to the worst Pixar movies. Pixar does not want for praise, and for good reason. With each new Pixar movie, you are all but guaranteed breathtaking visuals, heart-wrenching storylines, and uplifting morals. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone who didn't tear up during the married life sequence in Up, or giggle when Nemo met Crush and squirt while riding the Righteous Eek. We say this partly as a disclaimer. Zimbio editors sure do love us some Pixar. However, even the best, most creative animation team has managed to miss the mark a couple of times. While it's not difficult to find a list of the best Pixar movies, the worst Pixar movies are a little harder to come by. In honor of the release of Incredibles 2, we're presenting our picks for the Pixar movie which were not quite up to snuff. And, keep in mind, even the worst Pixar movies are still relatively good compared to most other animated features. A Bug's Life was only Pixar's second film, but it is perhaps its most forgettable, which is why I've listed it here. The animated comedy, about tiny insects who go on a colossal adventure, was a follow-up to the commercially successful and critically beloved Toy Story, so I give A Bug's Life a bit of slack. For real, Toy Story is a tough act to follow. Ultimately, A Bug's Life was uninspired. Aside from the chunky German-accented caterpillar who transforms into a beautiful, beautiful butterfly at the end, what else do you remember? Jennifer Lopez lending her sexy jello voice to a good-natured ant? Sylvester Stallone adding animated muscle to his role as a beefy ant soldier? Oh wait, on second thought, that's not from A Bug's Life, that's from Ants. Pixar has an undeniable cinematic legacy, but The Good Dinosaur is a major stinker. The most poignant moment in the film occurs when a young boy teaches Arlo, the good dinosaur, how to swim in a river. That's it. Despite the superb visuals, you'll either fall asleep before the halfway point or scream out in agony, yearning to watch Cars 3 again. Clearly, Pixar has set the bar really high, but sometimes those expectations can't be met. So save your time, money, and sanity and just watch Toy Story or Finding Nemo for the millionth time. I would argue every Pixar movie is worth a watch, especially if you're under 4 feet tall. However, some are better than others, obviously, and the worst of the bunch is The Good Dinosaur. The Cars sequels at least have cool cars to look at. The Good Dinosaur is the most forgettable Pixar movie. When Reba ranked 20 pop culture dinosaurs this week, she forgot about it. When we all met to talk about this article, nobody remembered it. And you probably forgot about it, too. Don't lie. No one saw it. It's the lowest grossing Pixar movie by far. Why? The main character, Arlo the Dino, is frustratingly, obnoxiously not smart. And his sidekick, a mute cave boy, makes Arlo look like Stephen Hawking. It's hard to watch these guys fumble and bungle over 93 minutes. Like all Pixar movies, The Good Dinosaur is beautiful to look at, but they blew it with this story. If you're waiting for a Pixar movie's visuals to fall flat, you'll be waiting forever. The studio is known for stunning animated portrayals of everything from kitchen rats to Corvettes. So my pick is all about the story. Come on, Pixar. Sequels are notoriously bad, so when you're writing a follow-up to an Academy Award nominee, you need to step up. Top priority should have been formulating a compelling story that felt organic to its precursor. Instead, Cars 2's generic, languid plot appears to have been plucked straight out of the scrapyard. Justice for Mater. Sure, Cars 2 and 3 are inarguably worse than the original, but let us not forget Cars was Patient Zero, the originator of a trio of subpar Pixar films. Therefore I argue, it is Cars which is actually the worst Pixar film of all time. I get it, it's difficult to follow up Talking Toys, Talking Bugs, and Talking Fish. Here's the thing, Toy Story, A Bug's Life, and Finding Nemo all had something Cars lacked, genuine emotion. Lightning McQueen, in all of his anthropomorphic glory, could not carry a film in the same way as other Pixar protagonists. How in the world Pixar greenlit 3 different movies centered on McQueen and the rest of his 4-wheeled friends is beyond me.